We're in session at cause number 327-658, State of Texas versus Edward Jimenez. Mr. Jimenez, would you come forward? Mr. Jimenez, you're represented by your attorney, Mr. Jared Gilthorpe, who's appearing via Zoom. Mr. Jimenez, you had a felony case set this morning.
Yes.
Okay, and Mr. Gilthorpe, no, well, let me ask you, Mr. Jimenez, what happened in your felony case?
My felony case was deadly conduct.
Oh, Did they, no, I'm not asking you the facts. Did they, they disposed of it? Okay. Okay, you got probation. Okay, Mr. Gilthorpe, what do you want to do with Mr. Jimenez's case? Mr.
Judge, if we can have one more reset. I've talked to Mr. Boyd today about restitution on this case to get a number on how much would be owed for restitution before we finish our negotiations.
You need restitution amount? Okay. What is it?
December 6th.
Okay, gonna be reset to December 6th of 2021. Mr. Jimenez, you can get your reset from your attorney, excuse me, from our court coordinator. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. Stand over there on the 4X. Get your reset, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day. Court is in session in 3 cases. First case is cause number 323-316. Second case is cause number 323-318, and the third case is cause number 323-536. All cases are styled State of Texas versus Quintel Craig. Now, Mr. Gilthorpe, your reset will be sent to you. You're free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Craig?
Mr. Craig, I've already put it on.
Yeah, he needs to date it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have to date it.
Unless he changes.
Mr. Craig, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Craig, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Craig, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Craig?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Craig, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Alvin Sammy. Mr. Sammy, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful, you know.
Okay, Mr. Sammy, will you waive a record in Mr. Craig cases?
We do, Your Honor.
They don't have a cause number on here.
That's my fault, Your Honor.
And Mr. Craig, I have before me an information in cause number 323-318, and this information alleges that on or about January 15 of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed to Class A misdemeanor offense of evading arrest detention. Mr. Craig, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Craig, how do you plead guilty? Not guilty, no contest.
Yes,
Now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Mr. Craig, I have before me misdemeanor plea admonishment is also labeled as State's Exhibit number 1 on page 1 of this document. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, Mr. Craig, he got a signature. He's supposed to put his initials. Supposed to put his initials right there where he got a signature. Now, Mr. Craig, on page 2 of State's Exhibit number 1, there's a set of initials, QC, on the line next to a box that's titled guilty.
Yes, sir.
Did you initial this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 3 of this same document, Mr. Craig, there's a signature on above the line that's titled defendant. Did you sign this document?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is that your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
There are 2 boxes that's checked at the top of this document. The first box states that this is a plea bargaining case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that? Now, I also have before me a document that is titled Discovery Certification. Mr. Craig, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is that your signature on the line that says the defendant? Now, Mr. Craig, prior to signing and initialing these documents that I've just mentioned, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State, you like to offer State's Exhibit Number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
No objection.
No objection, State's Exhibit Number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Samuel, you advised and counsel Mr. Craig, is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
Sir, none, Your Honor.
Mr. Craig, your attorney, Mr. Samuel, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Craig, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of guilty and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
The agreement is for 180 days probated over 2 years, a $500 fine, 60 hours community service, forfeiture of the weapon in cause number 323-316. And this is to run concurrent with cause number 19-32594. And the state is dismissing cause numbers 323-316 and 323-536. And Your Honor should have a copy of the motion to forfeit.
Mr. Craig, the state is offering that you serve 180 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail because you will be placed on probation for 2 years. During the 2-year probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $500 plus court costs of $307, which comes to a total of fine and court costs of $807. You'll also be required to pay a probation fee of $60 each month, a urinalysis fee of $15 each month. Your total monthly installments will be $110 per month. Mr. Craig.
I have a question, Your Honor. He's already paying a probation fee. Does that,
If he's already paying a probation fee, the probation office is gonna adjust that to take that probation fee out because he only be paying one fee.
that's, okay.
So technically, the judgment reads that you'd be paying $110 per month. But once the probation department look at it, and if you're currently on probation in this county, then they will adjust it down $60. I guess, so that'd be about $50. You'll be paying about $50 a month in installments. Okay, but you need to inform them that you're already on probation.
Yes.
All right. Now, you also, will you be able to pay the $110 per month or $50 per month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, once they make the adjustments. You also be required to perform 60 hours of community service and This case will run concurrent with cause number 19-32594, and the state will be dismissing cause number 323316 and cause number 323536. And the weapon in cause number 323316 will be forfeited as a condition of your probation. And I have before me a motion to forfeit the weapon in cause number 323316. Mr. Craig, do you recognize this motion?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
Now, prior to signing this document, did your attorney, Mr. Samuel, go over this document with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in this document?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in this document true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Craig, I will be granting the state's motion to forfeit the weapon in cause number 323316. And Mr. Craig, you will also be required to adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of probation in this case, which is cause number 323318. Mr. Craig, do you understand the state's offer in cause number 323318?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Craig, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Craig, I will also be signing the dismissals in cause number 323316 and cause number 323536. Mr. Craig, you can stand on next to your attorney. You're going to follow the directions of our clerk. Once you finish following her directions, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
All right, thank you. And
Craig,
Mr. Samuel,
your,
I think this is your last case.
That's all I have for the court, Your Honor.
Okay, you'll be free to go as well, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, you're also.
And Mr. Samuel.
Yes,
I get your signature as well.
sure.
And Mr. Craig, will you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear that you've never before been given deferred adjudication or regular probation for a felony or misdemeanor in this or any other states? Okay. And you have no other pending charges that you're aware of other than. Okay. All right. So you are going to report to the address that I've highlighted in yellow on that.
That
first page.
dismissal, his dismissal is being printed off.
Okay, and let me get you a copy of those as well for you.
He has two dismissals. Second is coming off. Uh-oh. Like we're having a problem on the second one. I got that hour and then circle. God, okay. It says document finalized, but it didn't print through. Y'all gonna have to call downstairs to get that second one. Yeah, I'm saying the second one, it was having problems on here. Y'all, I think if you call downstairs to the clerk's office to see if they got it, they can look on their system.
Which number?
I don't, which one you got?
I got 323318.
So
323536.
I have 323
323318 is the case he pled on, and then 323536 is a dismissal,
That's the one I just named.
and then 323316 is a dismissal.
You got 1-6.
Yeah, so the 536, yeah,
Yeah, you got 1.
yeah. So they can, I guess you can call downstairs to see if they got it in their system. Okay, you are, we'll see you later.
Thank you, Mr. Bowman.
Sounds like
Huh?
your phones are busy downstairs.
Now, after that.
You
I
just,
have the other paperwork on.
That's why I said.
No one's answering right now.
nobody's answering downstairs. Well, he can go downstairs and get it.
Yeah, if you just want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, it's for the same reasons on both these policy numbers, but if you want to hard copy. I did
Yeah.
that so you
I'm good as long as y'all got the copy.
can, just enter the photo.
As long as y'all got it, we'll do it.
And I'll write
Security.
together that whole.
I know it's a good system. So,
You free to leave before your time to get done.
That's fine. All right, we'll see y'all later.
All right, back to you too.
I just signed those judgments. Oh, it's 12, okay. Okay, Larry McCragen, let's see. That's a bond forfeiture. Is that it? Oh, somebody named Patrick Jacks. That was one of,
Judge, I believe Patrick Jackson was reset.
it was reset? Oh,
Look
okay.
it up in the AS400.
It's not on my doc.
Okay, the docket I got Patrick Jacks on it.
That's
Mine
mine
had
had
it on it,
updated,
They didn't give it to me.
I put it in your box this morning myself.
These are the these are the ones I got off the box. Yours got Patrick Jacks
Oh,
too?
well, maybe it's me, what Dr. Jones? It's
On the,
yours?
announcement docket,
Oh, I'm on the pre-trial, that's all I want.
on the fields.
It should be reset for, November 8th.
It was reset?
Wait, yeah, Cordy, you got the one I put on your desk this morning on Friday?
Yeah, I got this here out of my tray.
After Fields, I have Jones.
No, I got Jacks between Jones and, yeah. So that was a reset? You said?
Yes,
You got your reset date? She says the
I
8th?
don't know. Did you just look at it in the computer?
I did.
Yeah, it's like- Yeah, it's not on mine.
What 8th? November 8th, October 8th, or what? November?
November, Judge, yeah.
That's weird. And I never was able to get him,
Yeah,
those never phone. I mean, yeah, this voice.
what, that was on, yeah. I don't know what's up with Bugs. That's Henry Cole, nickname. Well, we getting ready to call him. Gave him a courtesy, gave his attorney a courtesy call. Didn't respond. Okay. Let's see what we have. Okay. We're in session in 4 cases. First case is cause number 321149. Second case is cause number 3211151. Third case is cause number 3211153. And the fourth case is cause number 3211157. All four cases are styled the state of Texas versus Larry McCragen. And for the record, Larry McCragen's case is set on the court's pretrial conference plea docket, which was scheduled at 9 a.m. on today's date. Mr. Larry McCragen's name was called at or about 9 a.m. by the court's bailiff at the courthouse door. He did not answer. Mr. Larry McCragen, nor his attorney, Mr. Henry Cole, has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. The time now is 12:03 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Larry McCragen? Larry McCragen's name was just called again by the court's bailiff at the courthouse door. Mr. Cragen did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Cragen an opportunity to appear in court. Mr. Cragen has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion?
Yes, Your Honor, the state would move for bond forfeiture in all four cases.
Those motions will be granted in all four cases, and Mr. Cragen's bond will be forfeited, and a warrant shall be issued for his arrest in clause number 3211149, clause number 3211151, clause number 3211153, and clause number 3211157. And this will conclude the calling of the pretrial conference docket, pretrial conference plea docket, the trial docket, and the announcement docket, all of which were scheduled for 9 a.m. this morning on today's date of September 27 of 2021 in County Court of Law number 2, Jefferson County, Texas. Judge Terrence Holmes presiding. Everyone, please have a blessed day.